Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. CSC Unfiltered. We got Dhavennn, we got Cameron, we got Eric. In today's episode, we're just going to get right into it because it's late and we got to get this going. Today's episode, we will be going over weapons. We all saw weapons together, so unfortunately, we do kind of know how each of us are going to react to this movie. But that'll be the main thing we talk about today is the weapons review. And then we will be doing our very first bracket. We're going to be doing a best comic book movie of all time bracket. If there is some left out, don't blame us. We didn't make the bracket. Pretty much because I don't know how to. But it was someone else's bracket. But it is pretty up to date. Like, I'm pretty sure Superman's on there. And then the last thing we're going to do is a little scenario challenge where it is pretty much either superhero versus superhero or like a would you rather type of thing. So yeah, boys, how you feeling? How you doing? I know it's been, we were originally planning on doing this a couple days ago, but stuff happens, you know?
Stuff happens.
One
of us is employed.
Yeah, don't say that word. Do not say that word.
Get out of here.
Only one of us, though.
Don't say it.
I wonder which one it could be. Anyways.
All right. So I think we'll do this. I guess we'll do this like escape podcast style. We'll do out of 10. I'll count down and then we'll say our score out of 10. I guess
All right.
For weapons. This is our review for weapons out of 10. 3, 2, 1. 8.4.
6.5 out of 10.
I 8.4. I know my rating scale is a little weird, but it's just how I feel.
It'd be getting down to the decimal points then.
It does. And it's because I very rarely hate movies, so
That's fair.
I have to make it as distinct as
Everything's
possible.
like a 7 and up.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is 6 and up, 7
David, what
and
did
up.
you say?
I said 6.5, bro.
See, that's harsh. That's so harsh.
Now I'll explain my reasoning whenever we get that going.
Go ahead right now.
Just go
All
right
right.
into it. Because me and Cameron both very much like this movie a lot, and it's
All right.
very clear that you don't.
No, so I want to clarify that a 6.5 is still a solid score. Like, it's not like a 5. A 5 is mid. A 5 is the definition of mid. So
Yeah.
6.5 is a above average movie. All right, let me say that. But bro, it's all solid. The entire movie's solid, and then the ending, it just is so terrible. Like, it is so
See,
bad, the ending.
That is such a harsh word in my opinion. Terrible is
Nope.
that's so.
And I'll
it was
explain it. I'll
not
explain
that
it.
bad. It wasn't that bad.
It's building up to a serious note, right? You get perspective after perspective, which I thought was great. And then you see Alex Tilley's perspective, that little kid's perspective, and you're like, oh, like, what's going to happen, right? Like, it's going to be bad. And his story was very sad, right? It's very bad. And it's building like that throughout the movie. Like, it progressively gets harder and harder to watch. And then finally, Alex snaps that branch, and then all the children start running after the old lady. Wait,
Whoa. Spoiler reviews for weapons. Spoiler
Okay,
review.
this- okay,
Spoiler,
okay.
spoiler warning. Spoiler warning for weapons.
I think that was kind of given when he said
Okay,
Yeah.
we should emphasize that. We should emphasize that.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that if you have watched it, but
I'll put that.
When he
I'll put
snaps-
that when I make clips. I'll put that in front.
Yeah.
So we'll be good. We'll be good.
when he snaps the branch, the twig, and all the children start running after Aunt Gladys, and they make it a comedy like scene. Like and then after that, right? I mean the ripping of her face was crazy to see, but
That was wild.
then the monologue to end the movie. Like I think he said some children have spoke, some haven't.
He
And
said
then the
something
movie
like
just
even some of the children started speaking this year. Like
Yeah. And then I literally saw someone, I swear, in our theater stand up like this and be like, "How? There's no way that's how the movie ended." The ending was so poorly delivered.
it was just fast. Like they kind of like you were having this, like you said, this big build up, and then it was just like, boom, movie's over.
Like, because I thought the movie was an 8 before. But
That's
the
fair.
ending is just so bad. The
See,
ending
I
is
just
so
don't
bad, it
think.
lowers the point.
I just don't think an ending. I don't think that ending was that bad where you can put it down a point and a half. Like that's.
What would you? Do you guys both think the ending is bad?
I
Yeah,
don't think
but
it was the best. I
I
don't
don't-
typically think it was horrible
Yeah.
because, to be completely honest with you, like the whole movie kind of had that like the comedic relief where it was like 1 minute you're like sitting here scared, like oh my god, like uncomfortable, and then the next you're like laughing your ass off at something
Okay,
that's happening.
let me add to that. Let me add to that. I agree. There was moments in it where it was where there's comedic relief. There was moments in it. The entire moment should not be a comedic relief, so to speak. Like
I
when
don't think it
Josh.
was though.
No.
Yeah, like the scene itself, like the actual visual scene itself was kind of comedic, but at the same time, it's like you have to understand that, in all seriousness, she pulled those kids from their homes and you know did whatever she did with them for however long, and it's
Mhm.
almost like this like nice like not somebody that wasn't you know really involved was the one that you know ended up killing her. It was her own kids, the own people she took advantage of.
And I get that, but why don't they just make the scene a minute and a half shorter, where there's not like this running through someone's house and the kids eating the cereal or whatever, and they're like what just
Yeah,
happened?
I do agree. Like the
If they
actual
make the scene
visuals,
a
yeah.
minute and a half shorter, and they just make the kids just immediately tackle her, like bro, she's what 80 years old it looks like,
Yeah,
and she's sprinting quicker than 50 or not no 10-year-old children, like moving quicker than them.
I do have to agree with you on that. I
And
think
then
it would have
and then
been better if they
the
would have just taken her out on the
right.
spot.
And then
Yeah.
the shot that they shown of like the guy sitting on his lawn, and he sees Aunt Gladys run behind the houses, and then the children are following her,
Yes, yeah.
and then he's like, what's happening? Like, if they just took that out, I feel like the movie would have just been an 8. Like, that's a solid movie. It's an 8.
I just don't. That just cannot. I don't think it was not that bad to where you
What
bring
was
it
the movie?
down a point and a half.
What would the movie be rated if it was the ending was just as good as the movie?
Honestly, I think it would have. I mean, like it depends because like if you're just taking out the comedic part of it, I really don't think my score goes up or down too much. Well, obviously it wouldn't go down, but because I mean, like I didn't like the comedic part of it, but it was still funny enough to where it didn't really bother me. Because I still got somewhat of a laugh out of it. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
I just don't think
I
I just don't think it's fair to
I
dock
don't
a
think it was
movie
100%
that badly.
necessary, but yeah, I don't think it. I really don't think it affects
Okay.
it too heavily
You're right.
in terms of
I'll
my
agree.
score.
I'll bring it up to a 7. A 6.5 is pretty. A
No,
7
you know what?
though. I don't
We're
think I
not
can-
saying you got to change your mind, but I'm just saying like
No,
for
but
us,
you
like
do bring a point. You do bring up a point though. I don't think a 2 minute,
yeah,
actually 4 minute, if you include the ending monologue,
exactly.
should bring an entire thing down a point and a half. But still, the movie for me was an 8, and then the ending I think brings it down a point.
That's
Like
fair.
that's fair.
That's fair. But
totally
like
fair.
to go from like an 80, like I don't
Yeah.
like think about that. You go from like an 80 to like a 65.
But no.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, but a 6.5 and a 7 that's a solid score for a movie.
I
I had
guess.
first step. I had
It's
first
a
steps at a
solid
7.
score in terms of.
See, but that's
in
just
terms
crazy
of
in my
how
opinion.
You
I don't
want to
think.
rate
I
it.
don't
You
think.
rate things.
I think
you
first
rate
steps-
things differently. You just admitted
Yeah.
before this that
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
rate
yeah.
movies.
We'll
very
get into
low.
that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
We'll get into that
yeah,
later.
I
But
agree.
I think we do need to go over like the specific because we've been yapping about the one part we didn't like about the movie.
Right.
We got to start
Okay.
talking about the stuff
Very
we
true.
did like about the movie. I think I want to
100%.
start off with Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin fucking killed his role, man.
What's his name?
I don't
Archer
remember his
Graff? Archer Graff? Yeah. Archer
something
Graff.
like that. Something like that. But yeah, I think he killed it. I think his one basically if you like the movie obviously was split up into 5 sections. Was it 5? I think it was 5 sections, right?
It was Justine,
They had-
Paul, Archer, the
Druggy,
crackhead.
druggy.
And was it only those 4?
And then it was the
And
kid.
then Alex at the
Oh,
end. Yeah.
Alex,
Yeah.
five,
So I think it was
yeah.
split up into 5 sections, and each one was their own story of how they viewed
Yep.
this whole event that happened in their neighborhood. And I think it was, and I think honestly,
6.
was it 6?
Yeah, what is his name? Marcel? What is a Wong from Stranger
Benedict
Things?
Wong's
Or,
character.
Yeah.
Benedict Wong's character.
Did he have his
Maybe
own
it's
chapter?
6.
Yeah, he had his own part. He had his own part
did.
with his
he
husband.
did. He did have his own chapter.
Yep. So 6, yeah.
I mean, I mean, obviously, it doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
I still think
The structure of the
the
movie
structure
was
of the
incredible.
movie, it was
I
split
thought
up.
It was insane.
I thought it was very well done. It was a great idea because of the way then he took the final act of when he did the part with Alex, and then he took all those stories and then they all came together at the end. I thought that was really well
Amazing.
done.
But see, that
Really
was
good.
the thing that was the thing that actually had me, was the fact that you could have had 5 different characters and you could have had their different stories all across the same, let's say, couple of days in the timeline, where it's like nothing's tied together between these 5, and then it comes together at the very end with the last chapter. I liked the way that each chapter was tying into the last one in the slightest, or it was like going back just slightly to show you something that was not shown completely in the chapter before, which I thought was a really good way to do it, because it kind of kept you in this like, oh my god, what just happened? Let's get a little bit more of a backstory, and then we're going to show you what happened. Which is,
I agree.
It kept me intrigued the entire time.
It definitely didn't hold your hand throughout the movie. Like you kind of had to figure out what was going on throughout the whole movie.
I love movies like that, because the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm brainstorming, like I'm trying to figure out what's going on, like how this is going to tie into that. And it's like, I do that a lot when I watch movies, and a lot of the time I'm not right, and I love when I'm not right, because then I'm surprised. Like, just in my own head. Like, I'm not going to sit there and try to guess it out loud, just in my own head.
And can we just talk about all of the actors? I know you said Josh Brolin's character, but every single performance in that, honestly, like, personally, I think Alex Tilley's, like, performance,
for a kid, bro, that's crazy.
Bro,
he did amazing.
I felt so bad when bro couldn't open the tomato can. It just showed you, like, how young and, like, innocent he is. And, like, he's just going, and he's watching his, like, mom and dad just go like this to their face with a fork. It's like,
that scene
was crazy too.
I remember our whole theater like gasped. They were like, whoa.
There was a couple of scenes like that. The trunk, and she came out of the house and opened the trunk.
Oh my gosh,
theater. I was just talking about this with my coworker, because I actually I enjoyed having the theater that we had, because it was pretty full. People were reacting and stuff. It's like sometimes you get really quiet theater and it's just kind of like,
no, for sure.
It was
I think the theater experience can easily add a point to a movie.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Endgame.
If a movie's an 8,
like a lot of Marvel movies, man.
A lot of Marvel movies.
A lot of Marvel movies can definitely.
The theater was definitely fun. It was definitely a good movie. I was very disturbed through a lot of it. I absolutely hate movies that try to force like jump scares. Like, you go watch a horror movie, I feel like I want to be like uncomfortable and disturbed by what I'm watching, instead of just.
I think Aunt Gladys nailed that
the whole time. And it's like, yes, the characters were disturbing, like the whole setting was disturbing, and then I just punched my mic. You had your occasional. Well, we had like probably 1 or 2 like real jump scares in that movie. That really caught me off guard. Like the
basement one. The basement one got me. I'm gonna be honest.
The basement one, and then there was there was a little bit of tension to the one in the bedroom. But there had been no jump scares before that, so I mean, it was definitely, it caught me off guard.
No, I agree.
I honestly think this movie shouldn't be really described as like a horror. Like, obviously there is horror elements to it, but honestly, I think it should be more of like a drama / mystery / like.
No, it's 100% a horror movie.
I think it's a horror. I think
it's a horror
I don't know,
movie
dude, because a lot of the movie
just disturbing, man.
But like a lot of the movie was like them planning out and trying to figure out what happened to these kids. Obviously, there was horror. I'm saying there's horror aspects to it, but I'm saying like it's not like your traditional horror. It's definitely not like a traditional horror movie. No. I'm not saying it's not horror. I don't know if I probably worded that wrong. I'm not saying it's not horror. I'm just saying it's not like what it's not like what you would think. It's like kind of like Sinners. Like Sinners was the same way. It wasn't a traditional horror movie. There were horror elements to it that like made it obviously a horror movie, but overall
there's no real like classification for that though, because you can look at movies like Hereditary and stuff. Like Hereditary and Midsommar aren't like horror movies in a sense, but they are, because it's like they're just
I think that's what makes
topics, which brings up another really good topic. That was definitely one of the most like disturbing movies that I've seen since I watched Hereditary.
That's interesting to me. It really wasn't that disturbing to me.
the peeler, the potato peeler.
Well, but that's
ripping of
yes,
the
the few
fork,
scenes that were like
Wong
that.
headbutting his
Like
Yeah,
the
there
few
was
scenes that were like that, but
boyfriend's
the few scenes that were like that were obviously disturbing, but like it wasn't like a ton of those scenes. So I don't think it like
yeah, but like there was enough that make you like physically uncomfortable to like.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was definitely uncomfortable in those scenes, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like the
It's
full,
hard to do that.
But
in
like
a movie.
I'm saying,
It's
but I'm saying like
really
also
hard.
like you after the I remember you after the movie you were like you were kind of like startled a little bit. Like I was fine when we walked out of the theater, but I remember when you were
Me?
like walking to I remember you. David knows what I'm talking about. Come on now.
What are you talking about?
You were like talking. I swear to God, you were talking to us. You were like startled a little bit. You were.
No, I was just surprised because it's really hard for a movie to like make you feel like physically uncomfortable.
No, that
when
movie.
you're watching
that movie,
it, and I was simply just saying that it was.
I
like,
will say,
that was
I think
one of the most disturbing movies that I had.
I
seen
think one of the
since I
most
watched
underrated
Hereditary.
parts. I think one of the most underrated parts of that movie was when the junkie has all three of the needles.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
He
yeah,
stabs
and
him
you
through
have
the tent.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like everybody physically revolts.
That
when
was
they
crazy.
Watch
Yeah.
that scene, and it's like it's hard for a movie to make you do that because it's just. It's
No,
not
I get
easy.
it.
It's
I
not
get it.
easy for something to do that,
Yeah.
and it's like because certain things have been normalized in cinema, where it's
Yeah.
like. You're not gonna sit there and flinch to somebody getting their head cut off by a sword or something
yeah,
because
no.
it's just boring.
Right.
Like it's
Well-
just it's normalized in cinema.
Yeah.
Whereas like
Yeah.
a junkie stabs a cop in the face with 3 needles, like you're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right.
Well, then there was also the well, like you said at the end, which was when like got ripped. The only reason why that one didn't get me as much is because there's a scene in Daredevil Born Again that's kind of like that.
No.
Yeah.
I mean that was pretty basic. It was still disturbing because it was
Still, yeah.
Well, it was a
I
different, like you
gross,
said,
and
you
it's
said
a
it
bunch
wasn't.
of little kids doing it. So it's
Yeah.
like,
And then, well,
I just
like
think it follows the untraditional like way like Cameron's saying it. Yeah, it's not the like chopping of the head, but bro, that like a chopping of the head like that in
Yeah.
a movie is way easier to see than when the parents are picking up the fork and start hitting it. It's like,
oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
you
Or
know,
there's
No, but,
12
like-
kids hovered over an 80-year-old grandma ripping her jaw.
See,
apart.
well, that's what I was
It's
saying.
just
I was like, it's different.
unorthodox.
it's the
It's
same.
different.
It's the same like aspect, but it's a different
Yeah.
way of doing it.
Just disturbing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Right.
That's what made the movie so good was just feeling physically disturbed. Like majority of the time you were watching it, it was.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
did a good job with it.
All right. Last question. I'm just gonna do one like actual question on this. I kind of brought this up earlier, but like, who was your favorite character of the movie?
Cameron, you go first.
I think I made myself pretty. I think Josh Brolin
You
was
definitely
easily,
made
yeah.
yourself. You did. Josh Brolin's character was very good. I might have to agree. I think that was a really.
Yeah.
He did a really good job, and I think they gave him a good role. Oh man, the one scene where he was having his little hallucination and he wakes up and he hits the what the fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
That
that
was
was the only.
hilarious.
Also, that was like the only scene where there was like an actual like weapon reference. I didn't really understand the title.
No, I think I completely. It's the so Aunt Gladys is able to make anybody
Yeah, the whole-
at her will a weapon.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
and she could,
okay.
That was
Okay.
that was the basis. That was your.
I guess
hint
you-
towards
yeah,
the
okay.
plot. It's
Yeah.
that
Okay,
she
okay.
was
Yeah.
abusing anybody that she wanted to as their own. As her
Oh,
own
and
weapon.
also
Right.
speaking of Aunt Gladys, prequels in
It
the
was
works.
that was the only time.
Is it official?
Wow.
That's what I heard
Really?
on Twitter. There's a prequel in the works talking about her
Nice.
backstory. That's gonna be
Nice.
fire.
That's
That'd be pretty
the
cool.
one thing I want to know because they
Yep.
they pushed the witch thing with Justine, but I want to know what she is. I want to know if she's probably a witch.
There's
but I
one
wanna know.
scene. There's one scene that I think kind of shows you that Aunt Gladys feels like a lot older. Like her personality is a lot older than her actual body. It's the point when she was talking to Wong's character. What's his name? Like what? Marcel.
Hold on, let me
whatever
look it
his
up.
name
Let
is.
me look it up.
I want to look it up because I want to actually have his name.
Hold on.
But
It was. His name was
Maurice?
Marcus.
Marcus. So when Gladys is talking to Marcus, there's a scene that she says, Alex's parents are dealing with consumption, and then Marcus was like tuberculosis, like that vocabulary was like a little
Yeah.
bit different, and I think consumption is like an old word that's been used. I don't know the exact, but it was like weird when she said consumption, and there was like a,
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it's kind of to
So are
show
you
that she
saying
was
like
a little bit older.
she's like lived throughout a long time? You think
Yeah, yeah,
like
because
even like longer than like maybe like an average like human's
I don't
lifespan?
know if that's the
yeah,
route they're gonna go though, because it seemed almost like the way that they pushed her character was that she was family, and they knew that she was family. It wasn't like she was just this random person that kept popping up out of nowhere. It was like they knew she was family, and it was
right.
like maybe we're looking at,
No,
instead
but
of
even
a witch from the
Yeah, but
1300s,
do you
we're
remember
looking at
that?
like a modern day like witchcraft kind of.
no, but even the mom did not ever know about Aunt Gladys until now.
Was
There
there?
was a scene,
I don't
yes,
remember that.
because Alex is talking to his dad in the car, and
Oh,
he's like,
that's the scene I was
"When
gonna
can
brought. Yeah,
when can Aunt Gladys leave?"
yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. Like she's family. I don't even know how she's family. Your mom doesn't even know her,
I don't know.
but she is family."
No.
I don't remember that, but
I remember the conversation, but I don't remember him saying that.
I don't
All right.
remember him saying that. But I'm not calling you a
David,
liar. I'm just saying.
favorite
Yeah.
character, quick. We'll just do it quick.
Aunt Gladys. I think her performance and
That's
her
fair.
eeriness was too good.
That's fair. That's fair for sure. I think,
Yeah.
dude, underrated disturbing scene was the thumb on the stick poking her thumb.
Oh, when she
and
was
then
cutting her own.
Yeah,
thumb.
like that was I feel like that was a
What
little
was
underrated.
when she did it to her palm? That was another,
Yeah.
that was interesting. I wouldn't say
Okay,
the thumb so much, but when she was like the first time you saw it and she was doing it on her palm.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
that one.
she like would start at the thumb and then she would like bring it down.
Mhm.
Like,
Before we move to the next segment, I do want to bring up that moment that Marcus and Gladys had, where Gladys talked about consumption and
Mhm.
Marcus corrected it to tuberculosis. Yeah, so I just searched it up, and the word consumption has two main meanings: a wasting disease, particularly tuberculosis. And then it keeps going on. It says in the 14th century, consumption referred to a wasting disease, and it became a common term for tuberculosis before the special bacterium was identified in 1882. That's why I think it's like she has lived like
So she's
for
probably like
longer.
1400s.
did they even cook?
witchcraft.
Did they even
Like
just cook?
like
I don't. I don't
if you
see
search up on the
otherwise.
internet right now, say how was the word consumption, and then it was just the first thing the AI overview gave me.
That's
Do I know if it's completely right? But there is a little
But it
bit
makes
of
sense because they
logic.
pushed the witch thing onto
Yeah,
Justine's character when they
yeah,
were trying to call it out as her being a witch, and then you have these almost like witchcraft like tendencies that Gladys had, where she was mixing stuff into a pot and doing all that. Like it
yeah,
was giving, it was pointing, in all signs point to a witch. Is what I'm trying to say.
right, completely,
Is
and
it
that's
modern day witchcraft or is it
yeah,
1400s? This Gladys is 600 years
right.
old. You know.
And I think the only reason I kind of just came up with a little bit because I searched up consumption. I don't even know why I searched it up, but it's because Marcus's character said tuberculosis after she said consumption. Like I was like, what? Like why? Like what
like
does
how does that
consumption mean? I didn't
correlate?
even
Now,
How,
the
like.
one
yeah.
Right.
thing,
That's
one
why I
other
searched
thing
it
that
up.
I want to point out is the fact that remember her whole goal was to like almost feed off of the kids, like
Hmm.
Her
she
goal was to
getting old
get
and
better.
sick.
Yeah, to get better.
I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know if it was just because she got up and had done her makeup and all that, or I don't know if it was a ploy. But when she
Hmm.
first arrived, she looked so much worse than
You're right.
Yeah.
after, when
Yep.
she had already taken control of her parents, or of Alex's parents. I don't know if that was supposed to be that way, if it was a ploy that she was trying to look worse, or if she like physically got healed by controlling Alex's parents and drained the life out of them, which would also make sense
That's a
because
cool take.
at the end, the kids are drained of like everything
Yeah,
knowledge wise.
you're
They're
right.
just still like they have no soul. Same with
Yep.
the parents;
She
they
doesn't.
had
They're
like
not
no
act.
soul, so
Yeah.
she drained everything out of them
That's also a good
for
point
her
because remember when Archer's carrying, I think his name is Matthew, his kid.
own.
He's
He was
just staring
back.
He's just
Didn't
staring at
say
the camera.
anything.
No, yeah, they're all out of it. They're literally, and
It looked like they
that's
were
what
like
that
trying
way.
to set something up for like maybe the future
and
or something.
that's what that monologue at the end was. He was
Yeah.
like, maybe even some kids like talk this year.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
the narration was from the future, and it was Alex
Right.
basically just saying that
Was
even
it
some of the
Alex or
kids
wasn't
started
it a
talking.
girl? It was like a little girl.
I think it
I
was
think it was
Alex.
Alex. Alex
I
just
think
has a little
Alex
bit of
was
that
the
voice. Yeah.
narrator.
Really? Because it
Yeah.
said, but the narration said Alex went to live with his other aunt. it said Alex in third person.
Either way, the narration was.
You might be right though,
was
Eric.
in the
I think you're
future.
actually right. Yeah.
I'm almost
Because
the
positive
very
it's
beginning-
someone different.
And they were talking about whatever that in the future was. It could have been 2 years. It could have been 6. It could have been 20.
Yeah.
Even some of the kids started talking this year. Like they were
Right.
obviously not. They were absolutely drained.
Yep.
So I don't know. Maybe
Not
she
it.
just she just continued to take advantage of people for 600 years and finally met her match. But I hope we get that prequel. So I definitely want.
But she was damn athletic. Oh, I'll tell you that. She was athletic for however old
that's
she
the other
is.
thing is like she's old and crippled and she's limping around the whole movie, and then she takes
yeah.
control of everybody that she can, gets some of that power back, and then she's she can run and stuff now.
Like why is she in the forest going like this to that one crackhead? Like
that was
the reason why that was
that was
probably
a good
made you feel
touch.
uneasy.
That was a nice touch to that movie.
Yeah.
Because it was right after he broke into the house and found out where the
Right.
kids were.
It's like
That was a
what
nice
the
I wonder
little
if
heck,
touch.
that was physically. I wonder if that was physically her, or if it was.
Or
hallucinations,
yeah, I was
like-
thinking that because now that we bring up witchcraft and shit like that, maybe it was just like a perception of her that she put out into the forest or something like that.
or was
Because-
the drugs he gave
No,
himself?
you know what? It was. It was not. It was not physically her. No, it wasn't the drugs, and it wasn't physically her because she appeared in the roof at Justine's house in when the jump scare at night. When she was lying in bed,
You're
she
right.
was in the ceiling.
Yep.
And that wasn't physically her. It was.
And then the
her-
hallucination with
it was
Archer
her
too, right?
forcing-
Well,
it was Gladys forcing hallucinations onto
Yeah.
her victims.
Yep, I think you're right.
So she has the
100%.
power to do that too.
No, that part when Alex walked into her room and she's just staring at him as he's opening the door. You remember that? She's sleeping on her side and Alex is
Oh yeah.
Look,
Yes,
it's
that was
like
when she
slowly
first got
open-
there.
It's
That's when she
Yeah.
first got there. Yes.
She's like
And-
slowly panning,
and you
then
see the
she's just sitting there
wigs.
staring at
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah, that part was crazy.
That's when
I
she
knew it was
looked
gonna
her
happen, but
worst.
Crazy.
That's when she looked
Yeah.
her
That's
worst.
what I'm saying. She looked
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she takes control of the parents and she's just like, "Hello, Alex." It's like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
she's
Oh.
good.
I mean, that was her
Anyways.
ultimate goal was to get better. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is maybe
Yeah.
it was a ploy. Maybe
Yeah.
it was a ploy. Like maybe she was trying to
Yeah.
look weak so that she could take advantage of Alex's
Yeah.
parents. Who knows? I want a backstory. I want a prequel.
I want a
That would be
backstory.
very good.
I think it's. I'm almost positive it's in the works, but who knows?
I'm sure now it's going to be this movie with success.
All right. Well, we've definitely spent a little bit too much time on this, like
Yeah,
we
I think we
always
need
do.
to rapid fire the.
Well, there will be some rapid fires, and then there will be some ones
The
we'll have to
bracket.
discuss. All right, so we will start now with the comic book bracket. Best comic book
Yep.
movie of all time. I am just realizing, I don't know, there actually might be some movies on here that aren't necessarily comic books, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Like, there's some animated movies on here, but whatever. All right, so to start off, I think we have a pretty simple one. We have, again, didn't make this bracket, so I don't, there are some movies on here that not all of us have seen, or are there, maybe maybe none of us, doesn't matter. But the seating also, some of the seating is not good either. So the first matchup we have is Into the Spider-Verse, the first movie, and Captain America, the first Avenger. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious where this is
Into.
going to go. Into, I think it's pretty,
Spider-Man for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Verse.
Are you gonna put this up, or is it gonna mess with the?
Nah, I'm just gonna have it here.
Okay.
Yeah, because the layout looks good with the three of us, and then when you put it,
Okay.
and then it
I
goes
was
into
just
that
wondering.
quad. It goes in that
I
quad
assumed.
box. Now here's an interesting one. I think I know where you two are gonna go with this one, but so we have Spider-Man: Far From Home, and we have the Batman.
Oh, bro.
Far From Home was
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I get them mixed up because
Yeah.
they're all home. Okay. Oh man.
I know where
Dude,
I'm going
come
with this because
That's
I don't like the
tough.
Batman as much as other people, and I actually like Far
the
From Home.
Batman.
I like
Oh,
Far
I
From
like
Home a
Batman,
lot more than other
but I
people
also
do.
like Far From Home. Man,
He-
Far From Home fight scene at the end is one
Yeah.
of my favorite fight scenes.
Bro, Far From Home, I'm not gonna lie, is the worst. Like, it
I'm
could
going
be-
Far From Home because I don't like the Batman as much.
I'm gonna have to go with Batman though because
Okay.
I don't.
I'm
entirely
okay with
enjoy-
that. It's just Batman's not for
I
me.
don't
man.
entirely enjoy the rest of the plot in Far From Home. I love the final fight scene with Mysterio. I don't really like the rest of the movie.
I think,
The
yeah,
whole,
legit, the
him
final
taking
fight scene.
control of the
Yeah.
element. It was
Yep.
so pointless
Yep.
to me.
Fire all the drones now.
That was the only like.
No, I
They
think
should've
Jake
kept it-
Gyllenhaal's Mysterio was amazing. I just think his
Yeah,
motivations
he
weren't
did
good
a good job with the
as
character.
much. But I still
Yeah,
like that movie so much. So
Yeah,
I went
still
with
picking
Far
the
From
Batman?
Home for me, but the Batman moved on because
Bat-
2 to
two
1.
versus one.
Yeah.
2 to
Two
1.
versus one.
Yeah.
Now here's where the seeding starts to get messed up a little bit because we have Spider-Man 2 versus Infinity War.
Okay, that's
I know this is like
Fine, we're
how is
gonna
this
have-
first like is this first round? I have to go Infinity War. Infinity War is
It's
one of my
Infinity
favorite
War.
move is like my favorite
Unfortunately,
movie of all
Spider-Man 2 is
time.
getting an early.
It is
Send-off.
it is
Dude,
so messed up.
that's
I need to figure
so
out how to
hard.
make brackets because Spider-Man 2 is easily one of the best comic book movies of all time.
It's so hard.
What
Dude,
were
I
you
watched
going?
Spider-Man 2. I haven't watched Spider-Man 2 in so long. And so I don't even know. Oh my. But dude, no, it's got to be Infinity War. Like, it just has to be.
I hate that. Like, it's so stupid in my opinion.
Dude, Spider-Man 2 is like.
But
I
this
think it's
this
probably. Oh my.
but this bracket though had the best movies of all the ones that I found.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't.
There's gonna be good movies across the whole board here. We're gonna
Yeah.
have some,
Yeah.
We're gonna have some matchups because
Yeah.
That's fine.
this is all good movies.
All right, Infinity War then. No one was on.
All right, so the next one is I think this will be pretty easy. Thor Ragnarok versus Superman.
Dude, that is.
I haven't seen that, but that's an
Dhavennn.
ungodly matchup because Ragnarok is.
Ragnarok's great.
Ragnarok
Superman is so.
It's
I know.
okay, but it's like the way that you guys praise Superman. This shouldn't even be a question.
Dhavennn.
No, it's. Yeah. It's
Gotta be
but
Superman.
dude,
It's gotta be Superman.
where would Superman be in the MCU? 11.
Oh, and for
Whoa.
me personally,
Whoa, let's
like
not
top
get on that
5.
topic. You guys are gonna be going for 10 minutes here.
Superman
You
be
guys get on
top
the topic.
5?
In my
Oh,
opinion,
yeah.
yes. I think
Oh.
it'd be
I have
top 5.
Ragnarok.
Dude,
I have
your
Ragnarok
top
like
10,
12.
your top 10 has a 7 out of 10 in it, and you have Superman as a 9. Get out of here.
All right. Yep. Go on.
Superman's going
That's true.
through.
Yeah, that's true. That's
All right,
true.
this will be an
That's
easy
valid.
one, quick fire. Black Panther versus Captain Marvel. I think we're all going Black Panther
Yeah,
here.
Black Panther.
Whoa, Captain Marvel. What?
What?
Yeah, 2-1, buddy. I don't care.
Kidding.
Get out of here.
Kidding.
All
We're
right,
talking
I think-
original Black Panther, right?
Yeah. Not Wakanda Forever. Even
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever is better than Captain
Even
Marvel.
more. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wakanda
This is a dumb question.
All right. Next one.
Oh,
This is a little unfortunate for this other movie, but Captain America: Civil War versus The Dark Knight Rises. I like The Dark Knight Rises. It's my
Civil
least
War.
favorite of the. It's my least favorite of that trilogy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
and I think Civil War is pretty easily the better movie here.
Yeah. Yep.
unfortunately, Dark Knight Rises is the worst of the trilogy, but
Yep.
Yeah.
it's alright. At
Now
least it's not matched up against one of the
and
other
now this like this other one. This is where the seating again. Like I said, I wish I need to figure out how to make these because like. How is Infinity War versus Spider-Man 2 a thing? But then we have Homecoming versus Guardians 2. Like, how is that fair to Spider-Man 2, bro? Like,
Right. Yeah.
like Spider-Man 2 is easily better than both these movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the thing. So, Homecoming versus Guardians 2. If we had this conversation literally like a week ago, I would have said Guardians 2. However, I just rewatched Homecoming. Homecoming's pretty good.
Yeah, but did you rewatch Guardians too?
I haven't rewatched Guardians 2, but I do know that Guardians 2 is... Actually, where do
Guardians
I
2
have
is
this
better.
ranked? You think?
R.I.P. my homie Yon.
Oh, you know what's funny? I
Let me
literally
check.
just said Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know if you can see that. I literally have Guardians 2 one spot above it.
See, the ball don't lie, bro. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. I
Guardians
got
2.
caught, so I'm going to have to go Guardians 2.
Guardians 2
I
is
have
way
Homecoming
better.
like 4 spots higher than Guardians 2.
That's unfortunate,
Guardians
but
2, Guardians
ball
2
don't
is
lie.
like low key.
I
What were you about to
um
say? Guardians 2 is low key ass.
No, I mean it's the worst out of the three
that's
easily.
well, there's no debate with that.
I mean,
There's no
Because
debate
yes,
on
but
but
that.
the
it's
first
like
two Guardians
it's
movies
still
are
a
top 10
great
MCU
movie.
movies.
It's still a
Okay,
great
but
movie.
I don't
yeah,
hate
but
Guardians. I definitely don't hate Guardians 2.
That's like my
But
favorite
I don't hate it.
trilogy, probably.
I will say the rewatch on Homecoming definitely upped my score on
Yeah,
Homecoming,
Homecoming is a
but
pretty solid movie.
I got caught in the act of lying, so I'm going to have to go Guardians 2.
All right.
All right, Guardians 2 moves on, unfortunately.
Yep. Interesting one here. I think I know where I'm going with this. We have The Incredibles versus Ant-Man. Personally,
Incredibles.
don't like the Ant-Man movies that much, so I'm going to go Incredibles.
The first
Incredi-
one's decent, but Incredibles.
Incredibles
is a good movie.
1?
Incredibles
1?
1, not Incredibles 2.
Incredibles,
Incredibles
man.
1.
Yeah, Incredibles.
Incredibles.
I have Ant-Man pretty high too, but Incredibles.
Ant-Man's a good movie, but Incredibles is like
Yeah,
classic,
Incredibles,
bro.
yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
No, I want to see this other. You know what? You know what? It is what it is. I would it for whatever reason the matchup mode on the other side is glitching up. All right. So other side of the bracket, we got another easy one, pretty easy. Endgame versus the first Thor movie.
Oh, Endgame.
Pretty
Endgame.
easily Endgame.
Yeah.
I actually think Thor is one of the worst Marvel movies. So. I think this is the
Natalie
original. I think it's the original Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2003,
Spider-Man 1? Yep.
versus Big Hero 6. It's hard to see because it's like cut off.
Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
I
think
watched
for-
Big Hero
for
6
sure.
when I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that movie's alright.
Yeah.
You know what's
Spider-Man?
up? Huh? Yeah, Spider-Man's going through. Yeah,
Compared to Spider-Man.
yeah. But let's not get it twisted. Big Hero 6 is still a good movie. Let's not get it twisted.
Decent.
I haven't watched it in so long, but I just don't think it's better than Spider-Man 6.
I'm not saying it's better than the original Spider-Man, but it's still a good movie.
Mid.
Yeah.
Mid is a strong word in my opinion.
Alright, on to the next. Sure you happen.
All right. Avengers, the original Avengers versus Wonder Woman, the original Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman.
Avengers.
I know it's Avengers, but like Wonder Woman is such a good movie too. But the original Avengers
1.
I haven't seen Wonder Woman in forever, but I remember watching that in theaters, and I was like,
It
I was
decent,
definitely,
yeah.
I definitely
was
liked
decent.
it.
They
I'm
fumbled
not,
so hard with that movie series, though.
yeah. Well, I've never
Yes.
even watched the second one, but I heard it's horrible.
Terrible.
All
Yeah,
right.
but Avengers 1.
Yeah, Avengers going through. Next we have Spider-Man No Way Home versus Hellboy. I mean,
No way. I haven't seen Hellboy, but I'm gonna take No Way Home.
yeah. I've never heard anything about Hellboy being like the greatest movie ever, hence why I've never watched it.
I don't think so either.
So
Yeah, I don't
I
care.
think
I'm
Spider-Man No
biased.
Way
All three
Home is gonna
Spider-Man.
go through. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we got the Dark Knight versus Iron Man 2. I like
Dark
Iron Man
Knight.
2, but it's the Dark Knight. Like,
Dark
let's not
Dark
get it
Knight's
twisted
probably
here.
the best comic. Yeah.
Whoa, getting ahead of ourselves,
Dude, these
David.
spoilers
That's,
here.
like, spoiler
All right.
alert! Spoiler alert!
All right.
All right. Now we got, I think another pretty easy one. We got Winter Soldier versus Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange
Soldier.
won. Yeah, Winter
Yeah.
Soldier
Still
for
yeah,
sure.
Winter Soldier.
Now here's an interesting ass matchup: Guardians of the Galaxy 1 versus the first Deadpool.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really? Dude, that's tough. The first Deadpool is so
Deadpool's
good.
so good.
The first Deadpool is
Nah,
so
but
good.
Guardians.
So
Guardians
was the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians 1 is good. Guardians 1 is good.
I'm okay with putting
Dude,
either
that is-
through, so I'm gonna sit this one out. So David,
I'm doing Guardians 1. Doing Guardians
Okay,
1.
if you're gonna, if you two are gonna go Guardians 1, then I'm
Majority.
just gonna sit it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just gonna sit it out. I'm not saying which one's better.
You have to, though.
There's 3 of us.
For the
bro.
love of the game, I'm gonna go with Deadpool. For the love of the game.
All right. Well,
But it doesn't matter
2 to
anyways.
1.
That's why I was gonna sit down. All right.
Yep.
So we got Iron Man 1 versus the original X-Men. Can't lie, never seen the original
Iron Man
X-Men.
1.
But I
Dude,
just
probably watched
rewatched
the
Iron
original
Man
X-Men when I
1.
was like, yeah.
I just watched. I
don't
just
think it's-
rewatched the original Iron Man 1. One of the greatest origin stories I've ever seen in a.
Oh, easily.
It's
What?
so good.
You know what?
What?
Dude, it's got to be 10.
Said he built a what in a what?
Oh. Tony Stark built this in a cave.
But it's Iron Man 1.
All right. Next,
Is that it?
this
On the
is
first
that's the first round. That is the first round. So now we are
Okay,
moving into round 2. The first matchup of the second round will be Into the Spider-Verse versus the Batman.
Oh my
Batman.
gosh.
Excuse me?
The Batman.
The Batman.
No, you guys are
Comic-
joking.
This
No,
isn't-
you guys.
This is not best movies. This is comic book.
No,
movies.
no. If that's the case,
I-
then The Dark Knight technically sucks because it's not it's not an accurate representation of a comic book movie. What
Okay,
are we doing?
fine.
No. This is the best. This is the best comic book movie. As in, like, what is the best movie of this bracket?
Okay. Guess what?
Batman. Batman still, I'm
Batman.
sorry.
You are out of your fucking minds.
If we're talking
you are
about
out of
Across
your
the
minds.
Spider-Verse-
This
if
is
we're
the
talking
worst
about
take. This
Across-
is the worst take I've ever heard in my life.
If we're talking about Across
Get
the
outta here.
Spider-Verse,
No.
Across the Spider-Verse,
Batman's
absolutely
going through.
clears Batman.
Batman's going through because it's gonna lose next round anyways. But
No, Batman's winning that. I'm sorry, dude.
you are
They're both
actually. You
great
guys
movies.
are no. You guys are out of
No,
your
I'm-
mind. You are out of your
Let me
mind.
think about Into. I mean, no, dude, Batman
No.
is so
No.
good.
Batman is so aggressively long and boring at some points in the movie.
No, dude,
No, I'm only being
not.
this harsh because you guys say that. You're gonna
I'm
make
not
me
saying
pop a
it's
blood
bad
vessel, bro.
movie. They're both great movies. Across the
Into the Spider-Verse is
just
clearly better. Clearly.
Across the Spider-Verse is like 3 times better than both of those movies.
3 times. Dude,
That movie.
when
is
was
a
the last time you
masterpiece.
watched Into the Spider-Verse? Please tell me.
It
when was the
has
last
not
time?
been that long. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Across the Spider-Verse is
Saying-
like
dude.
top 5 movie of all time, bro. That movie,
Dude, the best dude. Oh my! You know what? I'm not even. We're done with this conversation.
No, the Batman.
That is
oh my
that
gosh,
is
yeah,
the
it's
most
bad.
ridiculous take I've ever heard in my life. I'm
Bye-bye
sorry.
Into.
That was the no.
No, just to clarify, Into is an amazing movie, but the Batman for me, bro, is just
It's
it's
close.
too it's good.
It's very, very.
It's
close.
not close.
Okay,
It's
whatever.
not close. It's not
Get
close.
diffed.
2-1.
Get
Yeah, 2-1.
diffed. Get diffed.
Infinity War versus Superman. I love Superman with all my heart.
I
but
love Superman,
nothing
but it's
will-
Infinity War.
Like
yeah.
no, Infinity War is
yep.
definitely going through on that. Realistically, I don't know, but no, Infinity War is way more of a complete movie. But I love
Yeah.
Superman. I love
I love
both
Superman.
movies so much. All right, Black Panther versus Civil War. I think I know where we're going
Civil
with this.
War.
Civil War, pretty easily.
Yeah.
Although I will say, Black Panther, I feel like gets overhated nowadays. I feel like people overhate. I feel like I hear some hatred.
No, it's people just switching up in the MCU entirely, bro. I've been hearing
maybe
Thor
you're right.
Ragnarok's a bad movie. When I heard that, no, Thor Ragnarok is not a bad movie.
I don't think
It
it's a
is
bad movie.
Very, like, well, I don't know why I'm hearing slander about it, but anyway,
Okay, hold
yeah,
on.
people just switching up.
Well, never mind, because I already heard Eric's take on this.
What?
You and the original Thor. I was gonna say the original Thor.
Oh no, I've always after my first watch, I didn't like it that much.
I think I just like Natalie Portman.
What the?
All right, moving on.
But you love Padme? Like what?
Yeah. What? I just said I just think I like
No, yeah.
Natalie Portman.
Oh, I think you said you didn't like. I was like,
No,
bro,
no,
what?
I'm talking about like the original Thor.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah,
just,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Okay, I thought you
I
said
mean,
you
I
did.
know
I'm
she's
like,
in
bro.
like all the way up until like Love and Thunder, but
Yeah.
whatever.
It's like, bro, what? Like, how do you love Padme but you don't like Jane Foster? It's like the same character, it feels like.
it is. It's,
Yeah.
I love it. I love that shit.
All right.
All right, next match. Next matchup, we have Guardians 2 versus the original Incredibles. I mean, I haven't seen
Incredibles.
Incredibles in a while, but I still
Dude,
think I'd
Incredibles
put
is fire.
Incredibles from what I remember. I
Incredibles
haven't
is
seen
fire.
Incredibles in a while, but I still think I'd go Incredibles.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
were you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't see Cameron's
Alright.
face right now because I have the screen pulled up, so I can't see if he's like agreeing or disagreeing.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking.
All right. Okay, so now we have Endgame versus the first Spider-Man.
Like Toby.
Spider-Man. Oh my
Yes,
god.
Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1. Sorry.
Versus Endgame.
Yeah.
Endgame.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Dude,
So I love
wait, okay.
Spider-Man, but it's like
You guys, that's such a
Endgame.
quick answer. Bro.
Wait.
I guess
Before
that's-
you... No. Before you answer this, I just want to let you guys know that Dhavennn thinks that Man of Steel is just as good of a movie as Endgame. Just so we're clear here.
Yeah.
Worst take I've ever heard in
Fine.
my life. Screw the Batman versus
by
Into
me.
the Spider-Verse. That was the worst take I've ever heard in my life.
Fine by me.
Hat guy, I
Endgame's
hope you
only
see
good.
this. Hat guy, I hope you
Endgame
see
is-
this.
Endgame
move
is
on.
literally only
Get
fun
off
the
of
last
Zack
hour.
Snyder's dick, my buddy.
No.
Get off of his...
Man of Steel. Man of Steel, first of all, has
You are
the
actually... That
action
was
sequences-
actually the
no.
most pissed off I've ever been at you for a take. I'm not even kidding.
no. Man of Steel has the same amount of action, or no, more action than Endgame does, and it throughout the movie. Then, oh yeah, easily, bro, easily, dude. Endgame has
The
45
last-
minutes of action at the end.
Just
45 minutes, okay? For a 3-hour movie, 45 minutes is the only like, bro, it is the only interesting part of the movie. The last hour of the movie. I'm sorry.
That's just
I'm sorry.
not true.
They could have
It's
summed up
just
the entire 2 hours in 30
Not
minutes.
true. That's just...
They could have made.
Not true?
They could have made Endgame for 2 hours. They could have made Endgame 2
Okay,
hours.
fine.
brother.
Fine. You take out all the other spots. I would
I'm
literally
not
just take
experiencing Endgame
an
right
entire movie of the last 45 minutes more. I would take that as a better movie by
Oh,
itself
my.
than Man of Steel entirely.
Yeah, no, but you can't just take out like 45 minutes. That's why they're both.
I'm
too
just
short.
saying that alone as its own movie. If that was its own movie, they
Oh, yeah.
started from that point. No backstory, no nothing. I still think that's better than
Bro,
Man
if
of
they
Steel.
started Endgame where the big three were just rushing Thanos, it'd be like 4.5, 5-star, bro. I can't lie. It's the first 2 hours. That
Okay,
just
all
bore me
right.
to death.
Okay.
Listen.
Who cares? Guess what,
Man
David?
of Steel-
Endgame's
Man
going
of Steel-
through, so.
What was the other
Even
option?
on
What was the other
this.
option?
It-
But, okay, I still think Endgame probably just wins just solely due to the fact of the portal scene. But you guys are so quick to say Spider-Man 1 is worse. Like, that was quick.
Wait,
That was, like, instant
I'm
Spider-Man 1.
confused.
I'm
Wait,
not hating
wait,
on
are you
Spider-Man
saying that
1.
Man of Steel's a better movie than Spider-Man 1?
No.
Oh,
I'm just,
but
it's like, no.
wait. I'm confused. Hold on. Just said you'd give the edge to to Endgame over Spider-Man.
Edge.
Cameron, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you the next time I see you.
No. I said I can, like, whatever. Like, I'm saying you guys are just too quick to say Spider-Man 1 is, like, objectively worse than Endgame.
Okay, and
That's
I'm
all
not
I'm
saying
saying.
Bro,
just because I answer fast doesn't mean it's objective. I'm saying.
Oh, you know what, guys? We're gonna have to save it.
It's not like.
We're gonna have to save it because we're gonna have to have a real conversation about this next one.
All right, yeah.
We're gonna have to have a real
All right,
conversation
Endgame
about
is
this next
Endgame
one.
is through.
We have the original Avengers versus Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, Avengers. Sorry.
It's a tough conversation in my opinion. Okay. In my opinion, I still think I'd go Avengers. However, this would not be as close if I didn't just I'd rewatched Spider-Man No Way Home recently. That movie holds up. Screw all
yeah,
of you that
for
say
sure.
it doesn't.
But so does,
That movie
yeah,
holds up.
So does Avengers.
Oh well, yeah, dude. But
Yep.
dude, I just don't want to like completely like disregard No Way Home because like it's
Dude, I
closer
can't
than
even,
David's
like-
making it seem.
I haven't even said a word since you
No, dude.
sent
No
this
way.
question out into my brain.
No Way Home is a great movie, but it is not better than Avengers. Like it's.
I mean,
bro,
like I don't think it is either. But I feel like you just like.
All right, we'll take it for what it's worth. The New York sequence is better than the Statue of Liberty fight. Can we agree on that? The entire New York sequence is better than the entire. Bro,
The entire dude, the 3 Spider-Men swinging, like,
bro, I'm a Spider-Man. Bro, I have a Spider-Man clock right there, bro. Like, I got like, okay, bro. Like, I love Spider-Man, bro, but you cannot sit here and tell me. You cannot sit here and tell me, like, bro. Like, dude, I got a Spider-Man birthday card. I got a Spider-Man like toy, bro.
dude, I mean, Avengers is still going through. It's still going. Oh my god! I
No
just
Way-
saw the next
No Way
matchup.
Home is an amazing movie.
I just saw the next
Yeah.
matchup.
All right, Avengers is going through.
Yes.
I don't know.
Even
if
though
I 100%
even though
agree,
Daven
but
is
that
is
too
just
close.
it's pushing No Way Home off way too fast, in my opinion.
I agree, but this isn't. It's not rankings. This is
Yeah.
a bracket.
Yes.
And they lined up that
All
way.
right.
So
This next matchup, I think you guys are gonna be pretty definitive on this, but for me, this would be tough to pick. The
Okay.
Dark Knight versus Captain America: Winter Soldier.
I got that easy, bro.
I know we're I just like. Are you going Dark Knight?
I
Cam?
have mine.
I'm going Dark Knight.
I mean,
Dark
again,
Knight.
I'm okay with putting it through, but man, that would be tough to pick. I have a very
Dark Knight.
emotional.
Dark
I have a
Knight.
very
It's like
emotional
you're-
attachment to
I'm
Winter Soldier.
sure you do.
Dark
but
Knight can be like top. I think it's top 3 comic book movie of all time.
Bro, stop
It's just-
spoiling. Stop. You keep doing this with Dark Knight.
All right,
Why are
you're
we
right.
even doing this
it
then?
just
If you're
got
just
him
gonna keep
feeling
talking,
some type
bro.
of way.
You're right. You're right.
Heath Ledger,
Don't get me wrong. Greatest villain performance I've seen ever, but like,
like the best.
dude, Winter Soldier's so good.
All right,
Yeah, Dark Knight. Dark Knight.
All right, Guardians 1 versus Iron Man 1. I'm going Guardians. I love the Iron Man 1. I love Iron Man 1, but I have
Guardians.
I have Guardians.
I
1
have
higher
Guardians
than it.
bias. I'm Guardians biased.
I
just
probably,
think-
bro, like I
I wouldn't
both
be
are
mad
great.
if somebody picked Iron Man over this, but like,
Yeah.
I think
I think
Guardians is a better
Guardians,
movie. I think
No, I
Guardians
think-
is a better movie.
I think I have Guardians. Yeah, Guardians.
Sorry.
All right, so that was the end of round 2. We're going into round 3 now. We have the Batman versus Infinity War. If you say the Batman, you're gonna get punched in the face. Just so
Yeah,
you know,
all right.
I'll punch you through
yeah,
the screen.
Infinity War.
Somehow you'll feel it, but Infinity War
That
is
one's-
easily going through.
Yep.
All right, and
This
we
went back to the
have.
Batman just a rage bait. Look at him, bro.
Did you really see it? I didn't.
I know.
I
was
can't.
going to say it just to rage.
I
bait
can't
you,
see
but
your
then you,
face
like,
because of the
you,
stupid.
like,
Because the stupid thing is.
pre-commed.
You know what? I'm putting it up
You
here.
like calmed my rage bait before I could say anything. You were like, I swear to God, if either of you guys say Batman, I'm gonna punch you. But like, I wanted to say it.
No,
so-
yeah. Batman's great, but dude, Infinity War. Come on.
No, the thing is, I
Infinity War.
probably would have known you were joking.
Dude, we're supposed to be clip farming, bro.
Yeah, clip form.
All right, fine. Next round: Civil War versus The Incredibles. I'm putting The Incredibles through.
Civil War. All right.
Okay, that's just like, Civil
He
War.
got you for a genuine second there. Just like 1 second though.
I have no idea, bro. Like I thought this was actually gonna say Incredibles. All right, Civil War.
No,
one?
where'd it go? Hold on. There we go. It glitched out for a second. Hold on. All right, we have Endgame versus Avengers.
Oh, Avengers.
Dude, stop discrediting Endgame. I hate you so much. I actually hate you, Dhavennn. You have horrible takes. We're about to switch this
Hey,
from
that's
Cameron
a strong word. That's a strong word.
What?
I will go on a
Hate is a strong word.
I will go on a rant right now on why I think Avengers is better than Endgame.
We don't need
I'm
to do
not
that
saying
because-
yeah.
I still think Avengers is better. I do think Avengers is
Okay.
better, but you are just like this dude hates Endgame for some reason.
No,
I don't
I
know
love
why.
Endgame.
No, you don't. You don't love
I
it.
think
You
it's-
like it.
it's still-
You like
it's
Endgame.
still-
You don't love it because if you loved it, you wouldn't
That's
have
a
it as a
very fair
7 out of
point.
10. You wouldn't have it as 7 out of 10.
Do I have Age of Ultron higher than it? I think I
You
might.
probably do. You
That's
weirdo.
insane. That's unreal.
That is the
Push
worst.
Avengers
That is a
through.
horrible take.
I have
Push
a one though.
Avengers through, man.
It goes Avengers at 8. It goes Age of Ultron at 8 and Endgame at 7.
That's unbelievable.
Avengers is going through anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all agreeing on it.
Why are you... Okay, there we go. All right. Well, unfortunately, this is pretty much the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. Dark Knight versus Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Dark Knight. It's unfortunate. I love Guardians, but
I do too.
I love Guardians too, but Dark Knight.
Legendary run.
Heath Ledger's pretty.
All right, what are we in the
Fucking
fucking
good,
the
man.
semifinals now?
The Final Four. The Final Four.
Final
And
Four.
unfortunately, it's probably going to be a pretty easy idea of where this is going to go.
Yeah.
Not going to be really any tension here. We have Infinity War versus Civil War.
It's sitting my 1 against my 2, so it's just
Like
Infinity
that,
War.
it's just like
Infinity War, yeah.
It's
Infinity
just,
War,
yeah.
in my opinion, I have multiple MCU movies 5-star, but like on my rating scale, Infinity War is the only 10 out of 10 perfect movie in my opinion.
Infinity War. Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
And then Avengers versus The Dark Knight. I'm going Avengers. Fry me all you want. I'm going Avengers.
I've got to go to The Dark Knight. Dude, I glazed the Avengers, bro, but it's got to go to The Dark Knight.
Cameron.
It's got to be The Dark Knight,
Cameron, it's up to you. It is up to Cameron.
I got 2 words for you.
You got to be kidding me.
What?
What are you going to say, bro?
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought you were about to say
Thank you.
I thought you were about to say like 3 words as a joke.
Yeah.
Nope.
You said
I
2
think
words.
I think you're gonna say something
The
stupid.
Dark
Words
Knight.
for you, and it's
Fox.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
All right, so Avengers is going through.
Scars.
That's basically what I just heard.
That's so
Yep.
fire. I was quoting Heath Ledger,
Oh.
the Joker.
All right. Well, final matchup. Infinity War versus The Dark Knight. Take the floor, boys. You know where I'm going. Infinity War is my favorite movie of all time. Take the floor.
Cameron, what are you saying?
Unfortunately, I think that Infinity War is just the best movie in this list, without a doubt.
I think, like, bro, both of them are like
I think
essentially
they're both
perfect.
incredible. Honestly, I think it's tough because you're looking. This is literally my favorite DC movie and my favorite Marvel movie, or one of my favorite Marvel movies. Like, you put down some of the bias.
I think just Infinity War just holds too much weight. Like,
I
to the
think so,
overall
too.
story, bro.
100%. I think so. I think so, too.
3-0 sweep, ladies and gentlemen. Infinity
But, dude-
War. Wait, what were you saying?
It literally goes Infinity War, like Dark Knight, like for just
It's
comic book
very
movies.
close. It's
And
extremely close.
bro,
It's
Infinity
so
War.
hard to. It's so hard to compare.
Infinity War it just has too much. Like it just overwhelms Dark Knight.
It does indeed.
It has too much,
Like-
but it does everything that
No,
is
no,
too
I'm
much.
saying I'm
perfectly.
saying it's like it does. Like they're both essentially perfect. Just Infinity War just has more perfect. I don't know. That's
What
just
the
how I think
Russo
of it.
brothers did with Infinity War, I don't think will ever be replicated. I don't think will ever be replicated with how perfect,
Yeah.
how many characters they had to deal with, and how perfect they tied all the storylines
Yeah.
together. I heard something the other day while I was watching TikTok, and someone said like the Russo brother or Infinity War was such peak that we were caring about Rocket and Thor teaming up to go get a weapon.
Dude, it was
Oh,
insane,
like that's how peak it was.
Yeah, we were complaining about
bro.
stuff
Because
like
once
that.
Thor got Stormbreaker, someone's about to go down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
you heard it here first. The Dark Knight sucks. I'm just kidding. I'm
Whoa.
just kidding.
Oh,
But Infinity War has 3-0 swept.
is there
The
a better
Dark
comic
Knight.
book movie than Infinity War? No,
Not in my
I don't
opinion.
think
No.
so.
I don't think so either.
Not in my opinion. But if you said Dark Knight, wouldn't be mad at you. Would not be mad at you one bit.
Yeah, if someone straight up told me like Dark Knight's better than Infinity War, I probably would. Yeah.
All right, last segment.
What?
Excuse me.
What is
what
this
did you
last
need?
segment?
It is a scenario segment. So basically, I will give you two, it'll be either I'll give you a would you rather, I'll give you two options, or I'll create a scenario, and
How many
you have
of these
to.
do you have? I'm just saying we're hitting an hour right now.
I have
So like
I have 4 of them, but I can cut out the last one. I came up with the last
if
one.
we
on
want to
the
do
fly.
this one a little bit quicker, I'm just saying we were trying to shoot for something a little bit shorter, and we're already we're hitting full length. So
All right, whatever. It is what it is.
it is.
We'll
what
go for
it
that.
is.
Yeah.
It is what it
Well,
is.
I
All right.
just wanted to
So
make sure
basically,
you were
like I said, this will be it'll either be like a would you rather, or it'll be kind of like I'll build a scene, or I'll give you this versus that.
Okay.
Perfect.
So the first one, and a lot of these have already been discussed before, but obviously we have never discussed these because we are
Yep.
very new to the podcasting game. So the very first scenario is if you took the 3 live-action Spider-Man and you took the 3 live-action Batman, I'm saying like the modern, Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson, and Ben Affleck versus Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. Who would win?
Batman.
Oh my.
Are you kidding? No, you're actually joking.
Okay,
No,
listen.
no.
This is the age-old question. Does Batman have prep time?
No.
Like this is
No,
what everybody
No.
argues
even
about.
with
This
prep
is-
time, get out of here,
even
bro.
Whoa,
Bro,
with
no,
prep time is
dude,
crazy.
Bro, listen to this. Literally, just listen to this. Okay, Ben Affleck is the only Batman who actually is a decider. Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson
They're
are
just
doing
regular
nothing
people.
to any of them. They
They're
are literally
regular
not doing anything.
people.
Bro, Andrew and Toby are ganging up on Ben Affleck.
Yes.
I
Tom
can
Holland
see.
can hold
I
his
can
own.
see how you can say that. About,
Okay, let's just take
about
Robert
Robert
Pattinson and
Pattinson.
throw him out of here because he's not even in
Yeah.
the discussion.
Okay,
he's
yeah, that's what I'm
he's
saying.
too
You can-
grounded.
you can
He's
say
too
that.
grounded.
You can say that about Robert Pattinson, but simply just the simple fact that Christian Bale is.
What did
you know,
Christian
kind of on that
Bale
mid-level.
do? What did Christian
was-
Bale do that would defeat an Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire or even
Yeah.
Tom
You wanna
Holland?
You want to throw Bale? You want to throw Bale out the window too? You want to look at?
Please tell
Ben
me what.
Affleck
Please tell me
going
what.
toe to toe with Superman?
Okay,
And we're sitting here
Cameron.
debating
Cameron.
Spider-Man.
Cameron.
No, Ben Affleck's one against.
It's
Yeah, Ben Affleck's
three Spider-Men because
Okay.
Robert Pattinson's cooked. And please tell me what the hell would Christian Bale do against these superhumans? Christian Bale did nothing like insane that would have like he was struggling with a Joker character, man. What are we talking about? Tom has the three of them were teaming up against multiversal conflicts. Like, what are we talking about here? Christian Bale's out of the conversation too.
Ben Affleck is the only one who's a decider because yes, he did put up a fight against Superman. Yes, he had kryptonite, but Ben Affleck is just the only one who has.
I'm sorry, I still think that even if you throw Bale and Pattinson out the window, I still
Affleck.
have a strong feeling that Ben Affleck is clutching out that 1v3.
Bro, this man Andrew Garfield dodged electricity. Okay, this man Toby went against superhumans like the Green Goblin,
Mhm.
and Toby and Tom is more than capable of holding his own. Like there is literally just.
I'm sorry. Ben Affleck went
Fucking
toe
chair.
to toe with Superman, and you're
But
gonna
what?
sit here and
But
say
but
that-
right. But what
Okay.
kryptonite? What hard counter does Ben Affleck have against Spider-Man? There's nothing.
Can I put this into a different perspective for you? What is
All right.
what is Superman doing to the three Spider-Men?
I completely agree. I completely agree
What,
with you on that.
what is Superman doing?
But
to
that's
the three
different,
Spider-Men?
though. That's
right,
different.
Right.
Because if you're saying he has
Batman?
kryptonite, that is completely different. Because that is the one thing that Superman is completely vulnerable to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You give Spider-Man, who is very smart, kryptonite.
You give
He
him,
will
give
figure out
him
a way.
prep time.
You give
Spider-Man
give
prep time.
Spider-Man kryptonite.
Especially the
Give
three of them
Spider-
working together.
Give
You saw
Spider-Man
how that
kryptonite.
worked in No Way Home.
Yeah. I'm talking about if both of these two
Okay.
came up to, or these three came up together in the street, bro. The Spider-Man are whooping the Batman. Like, bro, I just don't think it's close. Like, I don't think it's close.
I don't.
Also-
I'm gonna go at a
also-
minimum and say it's probably close, but
Also, you got to think about if Toby and Andrew's punches land on the Batman, dude, that could kill them right away. That could kill them.
okay.
Bale and Pattinson out. I think Affleck can probably take a hit or two. I'm gonna be honest.
A hit or two, but are you taking
Hit or
but-
two is
okay.
crazy.
Okay, we'll do this. We'll just do because I think we'll dumb it down even more. So you'll take Tom and the two Batman that we were talking about. They're out the window because we'll just say Tom and the two that they take each other out, which I still don't think is true.
Yeah.
But even we'll just do that because then it kind of
Yeah,
makes it
yeah.
interesting. So Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield versus Ben Affleck's Batman.
Dude, it's bro. I just don't see how.
Think
they
about
lose.
you gotta think about Tobey Maguire's endurance. Is that the word I'm looking for? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, you can say endurance.
Endurance?
I mean, strength. I mean, he.
Like he can take a beating. Tobey Maguire can take a
Yeah.
fucking beating. He took
Durability,
the
durability.
Goblin Glider right to the back of his
Yeah.
chest, dude, and he was completely fine.
No,
And then Andrew's also ridiculously smart. And then you put
smart, and then his. I mean, Andrew's Spidey sense is like, I don't even think Batman can hit him.
Well, Tom
Like,
has
I
the
don't
best
even
Spidey
think he can hit
sense.
him.
And Tom definitely has the best Spidey.
He is the best Spidey
Okay, that is so debatable, bro. That's debatable.
Dude, he fought a bunch of... He fought all drones he could not see, and he solely based it off of feeling.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield like dodged like electricity like multiple times.
Listen, I love Andrew Garfield, but I still think Tom Holland has the strongest Spidey sense.
At least
Maybe,
what's
yeah.
portrayed.
Okay, whatever.
At least what's portrayed.
Whatever,
But that's a
yeah.
different
Shown
question.
in-
That's a
what's
different
shown in
question.
the movies,
Whatever, that's a different question.
At least what's portrayed. All right. So, 2 of us think that the Spider-Man would win, and 1 of us thinks the 3 Batman would win.
Yeah.
I think it's close, but I
still
still
just-
think I don't know. Whatever. Let's move
All right.
on.
Next one, we have the Justice League. Instead of the Avengers in the Endgame, would they still be able to take down Thanos and company? I think I would say yes, probably because of Superman.
And Flash. Yeah, they're taking on.
Okay, well here's a good point that Cameron brought up is if Flash isn't involved, this is a completely different conversation because Flash can go back in time.
Can like Justice League, like, are we talking about like Snyder Justice League, or are we just talking about in general Justice League? Like,
I
We're
don't.
just doing it in general Justice League.
because I'm
Oh no,
almost
you
positive,
brought that
like,
up. Sorry, David.
Snyder-
David brought it up. My
Snyder-
bad.
Yeah,
David
I
brought
brought
it
up
Snyder
the Flash. Yeah.
Can Snyder Flash time
Pretty
travel?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm almost positive. There wasn't there a scene of him
Yeah.
going back in time?
I didn't
Yeah,
watch
in the
those
Snyder
movies.
Cut.
I'm gonna be
You
so
should watch
curious.
that.
I didn't.
Snyder
I don't
Cut's
think I
fire.
watched them, but I think I've seen clips of them of him going back in time.
That's why I was genuinely
think-
asking, because
I
I know
think
you
I was
watched
more-
them, David, and I just haven't.
I was more or less thinking, I'm talking about the situation that the Avengers were in, like during Endgame. Like, would Batman be able to
Oh,
figure out to
you're
go back in
talk-
time?
Oh.
Like are they recovering from that?
If that. Yeah, I think so. Pretty easily. I think.
Do you
they
think
could go
Batman's
back
figuring
in
out time travel?
I mean, I think so. If not, he
I don't
didn't
know if
like
the time
figure it out
travel thing even
himself.
matter. I don't know. That's a
If
different
even if he doesn't
If-
figure it out
I'm
himself,
sitting here
like
talking about.
couldn't he also,
I'm
like-
thinking about Strange in the Time Stone, and how many timelines
that is
he
a
had
good point.
How
Yeah,
many timelines
is a
he
good
had
point.
to
He knew and
That's
then he
true.
also he gave him the
That's true.
signal. He also gave him the signal.
yeah.
I don't know.
I guess-
it's
But
tough.
is that the same? Is that the same if this is Justice League? I
If
don't know.
Flash,
That's-
if Flash is
tough.
there, they win automatically. If he's not there, it just does Bruce Wayne come up with a way to figure out how to time travel. Because if
Do
they
you
don't,
think
if
the
Bruce
Justice
Wayne
League
can't
would
figure that out,
beat Thanos' army completely?
dude, Superman and Flash are
You
just
think?
too good. If
You
the
think?
Flash are there, and then plus Green
But
Lantern,
okay, so
bro.
like if you think it was, so I guess if this was Justice League, also you also would have Ben Affleck's Batman, which
You had Ben Affleck's Batman.
and Superman I think could.
Think about it, bro. You had. I mean, can we agree that Superman's more powerful than Captain Marvel?
I think so, yeah. Although,
look what-
although one point I have to bring up is Captain Marvel also can power up with the energy of the Infinity Stones. Superman wouldn't be able to do that unless.
But I think Superman's still doing something very similar by being able to run down through Thanos' entire ship, can take
Yeah.
out like
Yeah.
80% of the army by himself. You know.
Well, especially with
But-
Man of Steel too, because all he does is just destroy shit.
Yeah, and bro, they think about it. How many? They have what? 3 godlike beings on the Justice
Damn it,
League: Wonder
was
Woman,
supposed-
Aquaman, and Superman.
That was supposed to piss you off. Damn it, that didn't work.
Eric, is his camera off for you, or is it just me?
Is my camera off?
Oh
Is that it?
yeah.
We're good. We'll come
Okay.
back.
Alright.
Well, if Davin goes missing for a little bit, you
Yeah.
know why.
Was it gone on your screen?
It was,
I mean,
so I assume it
Y'all
was
are moving
off.
on mine.
You didn't
I was-
say anything.
I
Everything
wasn't.
was crazy because you kept
my
conversating with him.
well, my internet sucks, so I thought it was just I thought it was just on me.
Okay. I was waiting for you to say something, and you didn't. I was like, "Did I say something? It might just be me."
All right, so
Anyways.
honestly, it's kind of hard to answer this question. Do we think Justice League could do it? Probably. If they have
Probably,
Flash,
yeah.
definitely. If they don't have Flash,
Yeah,
it's still definitely possible.
It's probably yeah.
All right. Well, that really wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was kind
That's
of a
alright.
tough question, to be honest with you.
All right, we'll do this as the last. Actually, you know what? We'll do this very quick. We'll do this a very quick one. I'm gonna do a red blue pill thing. Like, so the red pill. Which pill are you taking? Red pill. This is a 2025 movie. Red pill. You get Superman, weapons, and Thunderbolts. And the blue pill, you get Sinners, Fantastic Four, and Brave New World.
Okay. Yep, I got mine.
I know it's a little tougher for Cameron, but so
Nope. No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not.
I don't know.
I
Okay.
have two movies. I have two movies in there that I haven't seen. One's on the red side, one's on the blue side, and they can we'll just cancel them out.
Cancel them out.
All right, I'm interested.
I've
All
got
right,
my
well,
answer.
okay, well now, okay. All right, 3, 2, 1, red pill.
Red. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I
for
only
me, Superman
if
was a
you saw
no-brainer.
Fantastic. Okay. Oh wait, you're between Weapons and Thunderbolts versus. Oh yeah, you'd have to see Fantastic Four and Superman to really have a debate about it.
I mean, kind of, maybe. I don't know, because I think the two.
You can.
I thought
though.
because you guys liked Sinners. I thought Cameron was gonna possibly go blue just because of how much he liked Sinners. That's why I tried to counteract it with Brave New World.
No, because
what if I
like
did
Sinners.
this? So what if I did this?
Oh God.
If
I
I
like
took
Sinners just as much as I liked Weapons.
okay,
I had those,
so
I had those movies
really,
each other.
wow, that's
That's
an
crazy.
interesting take. I'm not gonna hate on. I'm not gonna say that's a bad take necessarily, but that is definitely a little bit of a hot.
I don't
take.
know. I think the structure of Weapons was right up my alley, so I think it was. I think.
So what if I
structure
did
weapons
this?
is fire.
So what if I did this? How? Oh wait, but then it wouldn't. You know what? It's
If
not
you
gonna
swapped
work.
Thunderbolts and Brave New World, now it's a debate.
Well,
Now
for
it's
you, it's a
strong.
debate because you didn't see Superman or Fantastic
Superman.
Four.
Dude, Superman just sealed it. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Well, yeah,
I heard Superman, and it
Well,
was
if
like,
I swapped,
yeah,
if I swap Thunderbolts and Brave New World,
I still don't care.
Well, that's what I'm just.
Oh,
that's what
wait.
I'm saying is
no, that would
it would
be
be
a debate.
definitely.
No,
it
wouldn't be
definitely
a debate. No, it wouldn't be a debate.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it
Thunderbolts
would be a
is-
debate because
Thunderbolts is better
I
than
like
World.
Brave New World because I like Brave New World. I'm
But
gonna
I
put
didn't like
Thunderbolts
that
is
one as
better.
much. I didn't like that one as much as Thunderbolts, though. And
But
that's
I
sometimes
like Brave
your
New World,
parallels
so
thing.
it actually would be a debate for me.
Did you
if
like
I
it more than
swapped the two.
Thunderbolts, though?
No, but
No buts. No buts. It's lined up against the
Fantastic
other one.
Four.
Yeah,
It's Thunderbolts or
It's
Brave
tough.
New World.
It's so
It's
tough.
Sinners or Weapons, and
Weapons.
it's Fantastic Four or
yeah.
Superman.
Superman
That's your
holds
that's
weight.
your lineup there.
Superman holds weight.
So
Superman holds weight. Superman
holds
pulls his
weight.
own more. Yeah,
I'm sure it does.
Superman
I'm sure it
pulls
does.
his own
Superman
and more.
holds weight.
All right. Final question.
Although I will say this, I think Sinners is a better movie than Superman, but
Yeah, but it's Superman. It's, what is Superman?
this is the most David argument I've ever heard.
Get
But
away.
it's Superman.
But Superman, but Superman, but
It's
Superman.
Superman.
All right, last one. I think this is going to be the most interesting topic. Hopefully you guys actually have to think about this. Would you rather live in MCU New York or Invincibles Chicago? it's tough.
MCU New York. Dude.
Dude.
Invincible Chicago is like
Okay, so
you're
let's
running like
okay.
a real risk of
Wait,
getting
Eric,
off.
Here's the
Eric,
thing.
can I add one more?
What's
option?
another one?
Gotham.
Hell no.
No, it's
Hell
not.
no.
It's too many grounded level
Life in-
superheroes or
Life in
superheroes
Gotham-
supervillain. It's just regular
Life in
crime. It's
Gotham
just
is like-
a lot of it.
It's
Joker
Crime
steals your
City,
mom and
dude.
starts beating her.
That's
Wow,
still
what the hell?
but like that's still a crime that could
I'd
happen
rather-
in real life. You can't
I'd
have the
rather-
Chitauri flying through a fucking space portal and coming down at you, or you're not gonna have the Void in
Okay.
real life fucking send you to the Shadow Realm. Like what? And also, you don't have fucking Viltrumites flying around Gotham. Do you got that? No, you don't. Exactly. You can't. That's not comparable, in my opinion.
Dude, it's always dark there. You don't walk around and you just get.
Okay, hold on. Let me
All
make
right,
this
but yeah,
a little
okay,
bit
we'll
more
keep it to
interesting.
New York and.
Let me
yeah.
make this a little bit more interesting, okay?
It's tough.
Let's
tough
talk
for me.
about those three. We'll talk about Invincible Chicago, we'll talk about MCU New York, and we'll talk about Gotham City. But you have a guarantee to survive. Okay, you are guaranteed
But
to
what
be.
about the people you care about? Is that not a
No,
guarantee,
but
right?
that's what he's saying. What would be
You have
the
a guarantee
best?
to a safe life.
So
You are
like
simply talking about the environment at this point.
yes,
You just don't let the weight be on you worrying about harm to you or yourself or
yeah.
anybody around you.
But what about like the psychological aspects of it? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, I don't want the
Yes.
weight to be
Oh,
on like, am I worried about dying or somebody in my family dying to,
Wait, but
you know.
then that's a
but then
tough
it's Gotham.
question.
Then it's only Gotham's the right answer. Like you
Are
don't
you
want to live there.
are you
Like you
sure?
do.
But
MCU, bro. What
if
do
you
you?
can't
It's New
die,
York.
wait, this is a very confusing point to me because I think it would be like the whole aftermath of everything that happened from all that. That's what would be you live, but like what
Yeah,
are the effects on your life after
yeah.
all the stuff that
Yeah,
happens?
yes, but
So your family could
those are
die,
still
your close friends could
no.
die.
That's what I'm
What?
saying is like let's
But why
why
would
we the
how does
weight
that
doesn't need to be on that. I'm just
that's
speaking in hypotheticals. I feel like it makes it a little bit easier to answer the question. Real life stuff can still happen, but obviously the most
but
drastic thing that could probably happen is you or a friend or a family member dying in any of these three circumstances. So let's just pretend that that doesn't happen, so it makes the question a little bit easier to answer. So now we can talk about pure
if I
environmental
can't even die,
characters.
I'm definitely not choosing Gotham.
Not choosing Gotham either. I don't
Yeah,
care.
if I can't
It's dirty.
die,
I'm gonna live in
because
MCU
there's
New
no
York. It's
real
the cleanest spot.
destruction. There's no like real like crazy
Yeah.
destruction like there would be
Yeah,
in
but
New
you're
York
still
or
living
Chicago.
life in Gotham. It's
Yeah,
there's
you're living
crime
terribly in Gotham.
everywhere. You still have to work like that's
I
there's still
guess
the
I'm
environment
living in
there.
MCU New York. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's the
that's where you're
I'm
cleanest.
gonna
living.
be completely honest.
Oh,
That's me
Yeah.
as
wait,
well.
hold on. I'm thinking of it the wrong way. I think I'd live in Gotham. I mean, I
All
don't.
right. How about this? We'll go back to the original question
Yeah.
of with all circumstances, MCU New York, Invincible
But
Chicago.
us personally, we cannot die. How about that? Just
Okay.
us. There's other
Okay.
stuff
Fine.
around us. Everything else around us can happen. So the psychological impacts of all of this, the psychological impacts of everything that happens in all three parts.
I still think I would want to live in MCU New York.
See, I just
I
don't
don't
know
think it's the
because
safest. I don't think it's the safest,
MCU
but I
New
would still
York.
want to live there.
I agree. MCU New York. I agree.
I think Invincible Chicago is probably. Ooh,
what even
no.
happens in what do you like? What okay? Other
I
than like
was
a
gonna
bunch
say
of
what even
building
happens,
destructions.
but then the biggest one, I think the biggest like civilian like problem in that show was when what Team Teen was kind of forming, and there was like the aliens that kept time traveling, and they would come back every single time with like different technology to help them not like die.
Or when Omni-Man dragged Invincible through the train.
Or
Okay,
that, yeah, like there's.
but like that's but like see, I was
I feel
thinking
like
like
there's
that.
more large scale destruction in New York, MCU New York.
But I
Like that.
think that there's more help to be offered in New York than there is in Invincible.
I think there is too. Yeah, 100%.
That
I
that's.
think
Interesting.
I think
I
if I'm
think
about to fall,
I
I
th-
have
I
a
I'm
feeling.
sorry. I mean, I'm living in Gotham. I just
get rid of let's get rid of Gotham. Let's go.
okay.
back
If
to
we're
the
getting rid
original
of
two that
Gotham,
you had written
dude.
down.
I don't know, man, dude. The whole point, the whole issue with New York is I think so. You have okay. Let's try to break this down. You have the Chitauri attack.
Yep.
You have the attack in Infinity War.
Okay.
Also, upstate New York. Well, does that count? Does Endgame count? Although I guess it didn't. I guess it doesn't
Not
really
really
matter
in New
because they're not.
York.
Now,
I mean, it is. It's in the state, but it's not in the city.
just
Then you have the
think
Void.
about. Then you have Spider-Man's villains for them. I mean, bro, Spider-Man didn't even fight in New York. What does he fight? Does he fight Vulture? Vulture's in New York.
Well, he
Or no,
fights
that's in
Vulture in New York.
Jersey. Yeah, he fights him in Jersey though, right?
No, he
New
fights him in
Jersey.
New York.
Yeah,
He takes the
okay,
plane.
well,
He
okay,
takes the
whatever.
plane
Yeah,
down. Remember, they're moving from New York City to
yeah,
upstate New York.
Yeah.
To upstate
Okay,
New
all right,
York.
yeah.
So you would have all Spider-Man villains. Most fights would go through New York. A lot of the fights would
I'm
go through New York, possibly.
I'm just picking. I'd rather live in New York because if I know someone's in trouble, I have more faith in Iron Man, Thor, someone of the Avengers to go help them than I do in Mark Grayson. That's just my.
That's
That's
fair.
it.
That's
I
fair.
have to agree. MCU for sure.
I think that's fair.
Like I have more faith that Iron Man will be able to
I'm
detect
just,
something's
like,
going to happen
trying to.
before
I'm
Mark
just
Grayson.
like trying to think like how much even happens in Invincible outside of that one. Like obviously the one Omni-Man versus Mark fight scene just causes a load of destruction.
There's just always destruction though that happens in Invincible. Like
There's
destruction
always
happens before Mark Grayson picks up.
like there's always a destruction in the MCU New York.
I think there's more in Invincible, to be honest with you.
I think there's more in Invincible and there's less help in Invincible.
I think if I'm guaranteed to live, I think I'd go Invincible. I think I would live in Invincible, Chicago.
All right.
It's a
All right.
tough question because either way, your life's
It's a
gonna
tough one.
suck. So
gonna be terrible.
Most likely.
life's gonna
Most
suck
likely.
either way. All right, well, that was a long episode, but it happens all the time.
Does happen.
I
every
think-
Yeah, it
now
was
and
fun.
But yeah, so Cameron did bring up the whole short episode thing earlier. That wasn't gonna be today. That was gonna be possibly if we have very little time to record at some point. We'll just end up doing like
Yeah.
a 30-minute to 40-minute tier list that we know will take long, but that'll just be the whole episode.
The whole
will just be
episode, yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it'll be like almost like a half episode. So let us know if you guys want to see that as like a half episode, because we can also get those. We can also get those out pretty easily too. Because if we only need like an hour to record max, then it won't be
We'll
hard.
probably
It
be
won't
done
be
in
as
45
hard.
minutes, maybe
Yeah,
even less.
it won't be that hard to schedule around. All right, so yeah, let us know what you guys thought of Weapons if you saw it. Let us know what you thought of our comic book tier list or comic book bracket. Just refresher: Infinity War is our best comic book movie of all
Undisputed
time.
GOAT.
And then let us know what you guys would pick in the scenarios as well. And then also make sure you tell Dhavennn that he's very dumb for thinking that Man of Steel is just as good of a movie as Endgame. I'm moving. By the way, we're moving the joke from Cameron to.
Let me
Dhavennn,
see.
by the
Wait,
way.
let me see. Hold on. Let me spot my letterbox real quick. Is it the right?
You changed it after I fucking talked to you. You had both of them at 7.5. You had both of them at 3.5 out of 5 stars, and then you changed it because I had to talk some sense into you. Either way,
Yeah, I think
Man of
that's
Steel
it,
is not
yeah.
even close to as good of a movie as Endgame is. Not even close.
I could.
No,
three
you're
and a-
keeping this
I can,
opinion.
I can bump
You're
it to 4. I can
Nope.
bump it to 4, but it's 3.5 for me, bro.
Nope. Your opinion is
It's
bad.
3.5.
Cameron, you have
Invalid.
retired. You have retired from the worst MCU, and it is being moved on to Dhavennn because that is the most heinous and ridiculous take I've ever heard in my life. You
Whatever you
should
say.
you should get the death penalty for that, buddy.
Wow, that's hard.
In a
restore the
hypothetical world, if all
Restore
that
the
matters
Snyderverse.
was
Restore the Snyderverse.
All right. Okay.
all right, guys.
All right.
Till next
We'll
time.
see you guys later. Hopefully, we'll post next week. So, see ya.
Later.